so prized a possession is the old oaken bucket that I heard of a coach who won it for the first time and slept with it that night. From Bloomington to West Lafayette, the fans look to have their say in this in-state showdown. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Hoosiers will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Purdue's offense will go on the attack first. Indiana won in a nail-biter the last time they faced Purdue.
And the Hoosiers did such a great job in the closing moments of that game. And a rivalry game to keep your composure and finish like they did a year ago. It was very impressive, Paul.
And you got to give Indiana credit, too, because they're not only just focused on Ohio State or Michigan or Penn State. They got up and they got ready for an in-state rivalry game, and they looked good against Purdue.
And this home team defense is now rolling out the welcome mat for the visitors. They start their night stuffing the run. Let's talk for just a second about Purdue. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program was because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out.
Just plowing ahead. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
The Boilermakers in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So Indiana's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And this running game, Jesse, which has been suspect, is going to run into a stone wall in that linebacking core.
I think the big question then is how's this offense going to have any balance in this game? They need to find creative ways to run the football. We've seen this linebacker shut down much better running backs than what they have on offense. So, David, they're going to have to find ways to still get their backs touches, but try to keep them away from this guy because he is a heat-seeking missile.
He is, and he's sideline to sideline. He's good in the pass. He's good in the run. Like, he really is hard to get away from. Maybe read him some. You know, get the ball out quick. Try to avoid him as much as possible because he has wrecked many a games.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Scanning the field, it's Meredith. Makes the catch. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They hope to be able to cash in this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt, wants to make a play. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
From the gun, the running back has it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Meredith. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Hoosiers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. Intercepted for the 11th time. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's McGooligan. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. They kick it away on 4th down. Now on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Brought down after a nice game. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, and throwing that strike.
Looking for a man. It's Meredith. Unleashes one deep. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. That pass is incomplete.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target. They're just not on the same page.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. To pass. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet. All of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen, but the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Reels it in down the left side. Open spaces. Pass to 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Boilermakers! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. And there he goes. And he won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he made the extra point without problem. The number one job for the return team, get good field position. But it's much better if you just score, which he did from 90 yards out. The old Oaken bucket dates all the way back to 1925, but the rivalry itself goes back even further, 1891. Alumni associations from both sides decided what's the perfect, most suitable trophy? Well, of course, an Oaken bucket.
Yeah, of course, a bucket. A bucket's the perfect reason and the perfect thing to fight for. What are you going to win today? I'm going to win a bucket. No, but I mean, I think the history of it's cool, but Jesse, when you make it a trophy game, it's just so much more fun. It's so much more energy. It's so cool. You're going to celebrate with it. You're going to go grab it right after the game.
Yeah, you know, both Purdue and Indiana, they're hoping to add a score, a date,
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He goes down after the short return. return, but what a play to get the football back. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They'll go to the ground. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Meredith. Under fire. And he just flat and missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Hauls it in. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Indiana! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Got it behind the line. It's Herring. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Boilermakers want to crank the tempo.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands.
Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Purdue!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
The Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the ground with the back. Crosses the 45. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box. More big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. To throw, it's Meredith. Got his man quickly. Brings him to the open. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Hoosiers have pushed it inside the 20. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Getting set for the point after. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. This rivalry dates back to 1891, and you want to know how important the old oaken bucket is? When Lee Corso won it for the first time, he slept with the bucket.
There are NFL players that don't sleep with the Lombardi trophy, so that just shows you how important this trophy is to these two teams.
Well, it shows you how awesome Lee Corso is, too, because he's also the guy that, when he had a lead on Ohio State, called a timeout, brought all of his players on the field, and took a picture in front of it saying Indiana was beating Ohio State.
He's got him. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. The Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Herring. Got the first down and more. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the right.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Boilermakers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
That is so deflating on defense, too, because in your own red zone, 3rd down, you need to make a stop. You know they're going to throw to the weapon at tight end, but it's one thing to draw it up on the blackboard. It's another thing to go execute and prevent that guy from catching the ball. He's so big. He's so athletic. You could have the perfect play call on, and he's still picking up the first.
Grabbed over the middle. It's McGooligan. Now the connection takes it to the 11. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. A first down run in the red zone. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a first half, and now you got a chance to tie this football game up.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. To the air, it's Meredith. It's on target and complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the old Oaken bucket is on the line, and already the Hoosiers and Boilermakers have given us some impressive moments. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Purdue and Indiana plays out.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Oh, there's always football on the bad pitch.
Hey, you know what's really easy? It's easy to say, hey, quarterback, run out there, pitch off of that guy, and now your running back gets to go play one-on-one with somebody else. It's got to all work timing-wise, and the defense did a great job flying up, nowhere to go, make the play, make a quick decision, and you get the fumble and recover in the backfield.
The Boilermakers headed quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. they've got the lead here in the second half.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. To the air, it's Meredith. He uncorks one deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. That's caught. It's Daly. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and pushing and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Complete downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They're going to run it. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The Hoosiers look to keep this drive humming. Tight end now in motion. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. And the Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. On target. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. The Hoosiers will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer. The Hoosiers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Meredith. Got his man. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Working that left side now. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Hoosiers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. He's got it on the run. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Daly. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Indiana!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Touchdown, Hoosiers! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Boilermakers want to move quickly. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Got the big paws on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Give to the single back. Makes one man miss.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. We're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. From the gun. Give on the inside. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Turning it on.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Got his man on the outside. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep the touchdown, Indiana! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the quarterback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to win the field position with the return. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Quarterback keeper. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. The Hoosiers are taking control of this game against the Boilers.
IU speeding away now. You can feel the momentum shifting towards Indiana's sideline. Purdue's got to do something now to get some of that back.
Oh, they can feel the bucket in their hands already. The rivalry game, they've done a great job handling their emotion, taking the lead. Now they just got to finish.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Boilermakers want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Boilermakers will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's McGooligan. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Working the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. And the Boilermakers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Working that left side. Touchdown, Boilermakers! A great catch and run for 6.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Lining up to add another. Splits those uprights right in half. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. USC is down right now, but this lead is not insurmountable. This is a program that's produced Keyshawn Johnson and Lynn Swan, so big playmaking is always a possibility. They're trailing by 11 to Notre Dame.
And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. This time around, the old Oaken Bucket will spend the year in Bloomington as Indiana beats Purdue. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.